Next up at UFC Vegas 37, we have Tony Gravely versus Nate Maness. Nate Maness is 13-1, 4-1 in his last 5, riding a 3-fight win streak. Tony Gravely 21-6, also 4-1 in his last 5, but riding a 2-fight win streak. This is one of the most interesting fights on the card and one of the hardest ones to break down. Straight up. Period. End of story. This is probably the hardest pick I had to do on the card. And, oh man, I'll tell you why. So Nate Maness is one of the bigger guys in the division. He's a big dude. He's very well-rounded. He has solid submissions, solid power, good kickboxing, really tough, and he's willing to slug it out. Nate Maness is good. And Nate Maness is a solid underdog here, but a very, very dangerous guy. A very dangerous guy. Tony Gravely comes forward with volume. He comes forward with power, and then he just wrestles hard, and he is sort of an old-school ground and pounder. He wants to just drag you to the ground and elbow you and punch you in the mouth until you're frog in my throat, until you're out of there. Just relentless on top, good pressure, good volume on top. That makes him super dangerous in any of those situations. Tony's big issue is he gasses out. But not sure how much of a factor that's going to be because Nate Maness is so big. His weight cut is stupid. He's had weight issues, and he also doesn't have the best cardio. So we have two guys somewhat well-rounded. Nate Maness is legitimately well-rounded. Nate Maness is massive. Nate Maness has good submissions, has good striking, has good power. Tony Gravely, a little more one-dimensional, also has decent striking, good power, but very good wrestling and very good volume on top, good pressure on top, just wants to elbow you in the mouth until you're gone, and no cardio. What a tricky matchup, and this is a hard fight to pick. It genuinely is, but I do have a little bit of money on it, which honestly, as soon as I clicked submit on the bet, I was like, should I have done that? So what I did was, I think Tony Gravely wins this fight, but he does have those cardio issues. I think Tony Gravely, without the cardio issues, definitely wins the fight because he'll just wrestle, pound, win the fight. Nate Maness is very skilled. He's very tough. He's a well-rounded guy. He'll definitely win a round. So you know what I did? I did my plus 3.5 bet. Nate Maness only has to win a single round. I got plus odds on that bet, I believe. Or at least even money. So basically, instead of doing Nate Maness money line at plus 175, I did Nate Maness plus 3.5 and at basically even money. And all that means is if Nate Maness wins one single round, I win the bet. All he has to do is win a round. And honestly, he will. Tony Gravely will probably, if his wrestling is as effective as I think it'll be, will probably win 2 rounds to 1. 29-28 decision. He'll win the first 2, get freaking exhausted, lose the 3rd round to Nate Maness. Nate Maness loses the fight. I win my bet. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm not, this isn't the claim of the century, but I do think that's what's going to happen. So I threw a little bit on that. So Nate Maness plus 3.5 is my bet. That's the only money I have on this fight. You're only going to get those type bets, those really cool prop bets like that, where you just buy some points on a judge scorecard at wewantpicks.com/bets. We have 3 different betting partners. Bet Online is the partner that has that. Get yourself your 100% deposit match before they get rid of it. It's there for NFL, but who cares? Money's money, and free money is even better. So again, hard pick. I have Tony Gravely as my pick. Nate Maness is the more well-rounded, better fighter. But Tony's just effective wrestling, nonstop elbows in the mouth. I think he's going to snatch 2 rounds. I bet that Nate will snatch 1. $9,200 for Tony? Probably not. $9,200. He really does need to get him out of there. He needs to take him down, beat the crap out of him, and get him out of there for that to be worth it. I don't know, man. Nate is tough. If I wasn't worried that Nate is probably going to have a little bit of trouble with the weight, as he usually does, he might actually be my pick, but I think he will also be tired. So I do think it's a grinding type fight. Nate steals a round. I don't know if Tony Gravely is going to put Nate away and be worth that $9,200. He might, But I just don't see that. I'm not spending 9,200. 7,000 for Nate. That's a good price, especially I know there's a lot of people that think Nate is just going to absolutely smoke Tony because he is very well rounded. If that's the case, $7,000 is a bargain. Monkey Knife Fight line. That's a good line because Tony's going to spend a good amount on top. Elbow punch, elbow punch, elbow punch, right? He's busy on top. 51. Nate's pretty well rounded on his feet. Has some good volume. How much time is he going to spend on the ground? When will he win his round? It's probably a more. This is probably a more. I do think this goes the distance or close to the distance. If you think Nate puts Tony away or Tony puts Nate away, hit the less because this line is like right there. It's one of the better lines. So I think more is probably the play there because I think it'll go the distance. But you heard my pick. You heard my bet. Let me know in the comments what you think as well.